All right, I've been doing this for over a year now, and I gotta tell you, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen people get mad about. So they're mad about the font used for Detective Pikachu. This is stupid.
Pathetic earthlings. Who can save you now?
Savior of the universe! Strange object imaged in the Imperial Vortex.
So I had to do a little bit of research when this got sent to me because I didn't know if this was a real thing that people were actually mad about. But oh boy, are they mad. You got a comic pro wrapped up in it. That makes it even more legitimate because they literally, I got to say, out of all the communities that we've looked at, video games, voice actors, celebrities, the most offended of the offended people is 100% comic book professionals. So it's almost like to get into the club, you have to be 100% offended by everything. It blows my mind. So I got this picture pulled up here. Now, what is the purpose of this picture? Well, let me tell you why they're mad about this, okay? Do you see the white and the red going on here? Well, the reason that this is a problem is it's because it's the colors of the Japanese flag. Apparently, doing stuff like this, you guessed it, is racist. All right, so before we continue, please don't bother any of these people. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Okay? Thank you. So, this is what got sent to me, and then I followed the rabbit hole. I regret it sometimes. I feel like I lose brain cells every time I go down these rabbit holes for sure. So, let's read this tweet. This actually bugged me. The moment I saw it, I was like, isn't this kind of racist? They don't even paint Rhyme City as a particular Asian or Japanese city, so that makes this font even more out of place. Follow the thread for what the font looks like. And I did. So I gotta tell you, I'm still confused on what exactly is the problem here, but we're gonna try and figure it out together. So here's the comic pro, Irene Coe. Not a big portfolio, has worked on mostly, did one issue of Batgirl, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey and April, Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman, Secret Love of Greek Girls, Another Castle, Fresh Romance, and the most recent one, The Legend of Korra, Turf Wars, and Africa and the Glass Coffin. Now, I've actually covered her in an older video, which doesn't exist anymore, but she gets offended by a lot of stuff. This is the thing with comic book professionals, is they're always mad about something. They just kind of get on there and do back pats all day and get offended about things. And it's really strange to just find offensive things in everything. And this takes the cake. So she says, I love the S out of Detective Pikachu, but what the F with the stupid fake Japanese font thing? Are you kidding me? I thought that font died in the 2000s. Please, let's keep it that way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I S you not. They use this MFer for the opening credits. And then this is it. This is the picture. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay. Now, the only thing I could think of looking at this is that because it's trying to look, it looks like the text is trying to be Oriental. And then it's obviously red and white and black. Those are colors used in the Japanese flag. Mostly the Imperial, I think, because I think it's just red and white for the Japanese flag, right? So I'm a little lost here. Like, this got posted as offensive, and I'm looking at it like, huh? What?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
So I did some basic research on this to try to figure out what was going on, and I couldn't find much. I could not find much. There's a thread that I'll go over in a second that tries to explain it, but I'm still lost in why this is such a big deal. So this is apparently because of wonton, if I'm saying that right, font. Wonton font. And apparently it's a font that is ethnic typeface with a visual style expressing Asianness and Chineseness styled to mimic the brushstrokes Chinese characters. These fonts are used to convey a sense of Orientalism. So the controversy here, and they line it up a little bit, you can see notably only Asian Americans are mad about this. That's it. Of course, just the ones that grew up in America, right? Because they are the authority on all of the culture in the world. Because we Americans, when we get offended by something, we demand that everybody be offended by it. So the thing that's running down here is that they find these colors offensive because they apparently go back to the times of colonialism. So I can explain this stuff going on. They call it like yellow peril. And what's going on with this is that basically they would use these. So you see this image right here. So what was going on back then was these were used like as a stereotype, a negative stereotype in media, newspapers, drawings, books, such as that, to make people look like lesser beings, to make them look less like a lesser human form. And that way they could kind of make it more justifiable to attack people. They still kind of do that today in media. Nothing's really changed there. But they use an example here. The Chicago Cubs were hit with backlash when the Asian community had a similar offensive T-shirt or something. Abercrombie and Finch got hit with it. That's pretty much it. It seems like it all stems from an article by Jeff Yang from the Wall Street Journal. And I'm assuming that that's this article right here, which I cannot read because it's archived. Now, I'm not justifying the use of the old media, okay? That stuff has been that was going on for a long time. The most famous that I can think of is when they did it to the Irish. England did it to the Irish because English and Irish people look kind of similar. They, would stereotype the Irish people into looking all weird and drunk and stuff. That way they could make them seem like they were different from English people. That's kind of what it seems like is going on. But however, how do you get this image here and get the same thing as this? So I'm a little just lost in why this is so offensive. It seems like you're just getting mad to be mad about something, Irene, to me. So you go down here, and she continues on. If you were interested to learn why chop suey or chopstick fonts are not so vaguely racist, here is a good 2012 piece from Original Spin on this. And then that takes you to the article that I just showed you. So then you got all these people coming in and get mad about it. You see somebody come in here and say that this was the worst thing in the movie. Literally just finding a reason to get mad about Detective Pikachu. It's like, oh God! So what's even better is people actually come into this thread here, like this guy. Oh my God! What? Is it that hard to actually hire a Japanese individual to write actual Japanese? And then she said, no, I'm talking about this, which takes you to this. And then the person's like, what? Why is that? Is it just why? Also, sorry for my lack of knowledge. So now this guy's like, I'm still mad with you, but I don't understand, but I'm still mad. This person says that was literally my only gripe with the whole movie, but it was so bad. I was so uncomfortable because I wasn't sure if it was a racist font or if it was stylized Pokemon Ruins font. Gee damn, I sure wish they picked something serif though. Man, so there's just, here's the thing. So, yeah, my thoughts exactly. Such an ugly font too. And then we got this guy coming in. Maybe he's normal, I guess. Can somebody explain to me what the problem is? Nobody came and helped him. Just be mad because I said so. So this has 317 retweets, 2.4K likes. How many of these people do you think are actually offended, or they just liked it to seem like I did my activism of the day, madam? So I did do some research on what this is, and I'm still kind of lost on why anyone cares. It really doesn't seem like anybody's actually upset about this, except for comic pros and, people that are just always looking for things to be offended about. But come down here, people were actually offended about the Jurassic Park logo at one time, or maybe these crazy hack journalists are. I'm not sure, but The appropriate term for this, it turns out, is stereotypography. This is people are mad about this. So the reasoning that I'm getting off of this is because it's like colors used with stuff over in Africa or something. I don't know. They're even mad about those cigarette packs. I don't know what's going on with these people, man. I'm still waiting on people to get mad about Indian motorcycles. If you don't know, it's one of the oldest motorcycle brands next to Harley Davidson. But, you know, it's like, how do you tell? Imagine you have a motorcycle. It's an Indian motorcycle. They look pretty good, by the way. I really like the Dark Horse. That's a sweet looking bike, I'm telling you. But imagine going up to some crazy NPC and be like, yeah, I got a motorcycle. Like,
Well, what kind is it?
it's an Indian.
Excuse me, sir, but are you saying that you ride an Indian?
Yeah, that's the kind of world that we live in. So, yeah, I couldn't believe that people are mad about this. This is literally the reason people are saying they hated Detective Pikachu, because this is stupid font right here. I really don't think that people are that upset about this. I think it's just people that like, okay, we're going to see Detective Pikachu today. Here's everyone's goal for the movie. Okay, while watching the movie, look for things to get mad about. And they watched it and they said, oh, we got to go back and see it again. And they noticed this font. Like, oh, excellent. I noticed that it's the same colors of the Japanese flag. Got them. So if they ever make another Jurassic Park movie and they use this logo again, get ready for some more outrage on that one. Or maybe they already did get mad about it. I think this came out around the time one of the movies dropped. So it's what a world we live in. What a world we live in. I want to move deep into the woods where I can never have to see anybody. That's my retirement dream. Like 30 acres, big old wall around the property, cameras and stuff, lethal force signs for trespassing. I'm sure I can't get away with that one. They won't let me do that. But I can have those, like, you know, those pictures like this property's protected and stuff. I don't know. Crazy people. I wish you would just go away. I wish you would just go away, crazy people. Why can't you just enjoy things? Why can't you just enjoy Detective Pikachu which is literally like one of the first really good video game movies. But, you know, instead of talking about that, we're talking about some stupid font used in the movie. What a world we live in. Anyway, check out the links in the description, particularly my Twitch. If you want to subscribe to that, I'm going to start doing video game streams over there and just chilling, hanging out with the chat. If you want to be a part of those, make sure you follow me over there. Also, make sure you still subscribe. Make sure you got that notification bell hit, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.